Hello?
Venturing into the woods alone at night can be terrifying, but what happens when you encounter someone or something you'd rather never meet? Tonight, we're diving into the 6 most disturbing encounters ever recorded. These clips will make you think twice about ever stepping into the woods alone again. Before we begin, a warning. The last story is truly shocking.
What the fuck was that?
But for now, let's delve into this first disturbing encounter. This is Brendan, a YouTuber you might know from his channel, Brendan Explores. Usually, his adventures take him deep into nature, where the only sounds he hears are from the wildlife around him. But tonight would be different.
I've done hundreds of camps, and although this is by far the worst camping experience I've ever had.
It's February 11th, 2024, and Brendan sets out for another stealth camping trip. But this time, he's not venturing into the peaceful wilderness. He's heading into Jaywick. Once a holiday resort for Londoners, Jaywick has now earned the title of the most deprived area in the country.
A little town in England called Jaywick, coined as one of the most deprived towns in the UK. And I thought, as soon as I'm in the area, I just had to go and see it.
And as Brendan drives through, the unease starts to grow. Brendan realizes quickly that camping in this town might not be the best idea.
Right, after traipsing around for the last 20 minutes to half hour trying to find a spot, there's apparently a quiet little park up at the end here, maybe.
Feeling unsafe, he decides to move his stealth van to a secluded parking lot just a few miles away, surrounded by the safety of the forest. Things start to feel a little more peaceful. He prepares dinner and settles in, thinking he's safe for the night.
It's absolutely dead quiet. But thank you ever so much for joining me. I will bring you back in the morning and I'll show you a proper look at this place. Couldn't really see much when it's pitch black, but yeah, I'll see you in the morning.
Little did he know, this peaceful evening was about to take a terrifying turn.
I think someone's outside the van.
Someone is trying to get into his van. He stays quiet, heart racing, hoping the person will just walk away. But then something far more terrifying happens.
Hey! Right, whoever the that was has now gone. I'm gonna get out of here. Oh my God.
Suddenly, the sound of smashing glass shatters the silence. Someone had broken his window. Brendan screams in shock as shards of glass fly everywhere. The intruder flees into the blackness of the forest, leaving Brendan alone and shaken, surrounded by broken glass and the eerie quiet of the night. He peers outside into the pitch-black woods, but there's no one to be seen. The forest, once a source of peace, now feels like a place of danger. Brendan knows he's not safe and decides to leave.
Shit.
The next morning, still shaken from the night's events, Brendan grabs the camera again to explain some more details with his viewers.
Just wanted to go home. I was really, I wasn't in a good mind space. After cleaning a little bit of broken glass from my driver's seat and the dashboard, you'd be surprised how far glass goes when it smashes. I've been finding little bits everywhere, but the van was in no fit state to continue camping in, and nor was my headspace, should we say. So I made the long journey back home. I think it was a good 3.5 hour drive back to my house in Shrewsbury. Got there just before sunrise. Not a pleasant drive, to say the least.
The shattered window serves as a reminder of how close he came to real danger. He drove home as fast as he could that night, but the encounter still haunts him. It's unsettling to realize how often we take the safety of our everyday surroundings for granted. If Brendan hadn't yelled out, he could have faced a much more dangerous situation. But now, let's move on to something even more disturbing. Imagine this: a peaceful family camping trip under the stars, the crackling of a bonfire, and the joyful sound of laughter filling the night. Everything seems perfect, right? But sometimes, in the calmest of moments, something truly unsettling can happen. It was a night like any other. A father and daughter enjoying a fun evening by the fire, dancing, laughing, and making memories. The video, later reviewed by the mother, captured these precious moments, but also something else. Something no one expected.
Míralo, míralo, mi papá bailando con mira, mira. Ahora pues, ¿qué hubo? Y ahorita mi papá, aquí traen un empate.
The video shows them dancing, completely unaware of what lurks nearby. But then, in the background, something eerie appears. A ghostly figure, barely visible at first, seems to reach out towards the little girl. And here's the strangest part. The family dog noticed it first. You can see it in the video, staring intently at the spot where the figure stands. And just a second later, the child herself glances in that direction, as if she sensed something too. Some say it could have been a trick of the light, but the family believes otherwise. They're convinced they captured something much darker, something paranormal, possibly even a demon. The family has shared this video, not for fame, but to understand what really happened that night. Could this truly be a demon reaching out from the shadows, or is it something else entirely? The answers remain a mystery. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. Some mysteries, it seems, are better left unsolved, but perhaps that's exactly what keeps us coming back for more. Kevin is no stranger to the wilderness. His channel is filled with videos of him camping alone, embracing the solitude of the great outdoors. But sometimes, even for the most experienced campers, nature can turn dangerous in an instant. On what seemed like a regular night, Kevin set up camp in a forest not too far from his home. He expected a quiet evening, like so many before. But the following morning, things took a terrifying turn. A bear, right outside his tent, sniffing around. His heart races as the bear inches closer. The only thing standing between him and the bear is the thin fabric of his tent. You can see the bear pressing against the tent, trying to get in. Kevin does the only thing he can. He yells, desperate to scare the bear off. And just when it seems like the bear might break through, something amazing happens. bear flees away. Kevin doesn't waste any time packing up and running out of the woods. Kevin may have made it out safely this time, but this experience left him shaken. Being alone in the wild can be a peaceful escape, but it's moments like this that remind us just how dangerous it can be. Next time, he'll think twice before camping solo again. If Kevin hadn't acted the way he did, things could have gone terribly wrong. Luckily, we didn't have to find out. Meet Gaz, the popular YouTuber behind the channel Grizzly Gaz. Known for his adventurous camping trips, testing out gear, and exploring the wild with his trusty dog Fendi by his side, Gaz has built a following by sharing his love for the outdoors. Together, Gaz and Fendi have been through countless adventures, inseparable and always up for a new challenge. But this night would be different. It was March 12th, 2023, a sunny yet cold day, and Gaz set off for another solo camping trip to a woodland about an hour and a half from his home. He had been to this woodland once before, and while he didn't experience anything unusual the first time, he had heard rumors. Rumors of campers fleeing the forest, spooked by eerie sounds and an overwhelming sense of unease. Today, Gaz was about to find out if there was any truth to those whispers.
Right, I'm losing light now, so I need to find somewhere to camp.
As the sun began to set, Gaz found a perfect spot to set up camp. The view was peaceful, the air crisp. Little did he know, this tranquil spot was about to become the setting for a night that would leave him with more questions than answers. Night fell, and Gaz and Fendi settled into their tent. The silence of the forest surrounded them, broken only by the occasional rustling of leaves. Everything seemed peaceful, until it wasn't. Without warning, the night shattered with a loud bang, almost like gunshots echoing through the woodland. Heart racing, Gaz peered outside his tent to find the source of the noise. What he saw was even more unnerving.
See Ed torch going downhill. Very peculiar.
A person running through the woodland with a flashlight in hand. Gaz held his breath, watching the figure move quickly through the trees. Thankfully, the person didn't head toward him and soon disappeared from view. Though uneasy, Gaz brushed it off. After all, he was an experienced outdoorsman. He figured it was just someone out late. But deep down, he knew something didn't feel right. What he didn't realize was that this was only the beginning.
Hello?
As the night grew colder and Fendi snored softly by his side, Gaz heard something strange. At first, it was faint, but unmistakable. A sound almost like a woman crying. It came from somewhere outside his tent, piercing the stillness of the forest. Now, Gaz had spent countless nights in the wilderness, but he had never heard anything like this before. Could it have been an animal? Or worse, did it have something to do with the person he had seen earlier? He couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. Determined to figure out what was going on, Gaz grabbed his flashlight and cautiously peeked outside. Silence. Not a single sound broke the night air, as if whatever had been crying had sensed his presence and stopped. His mind raced. Was it just the wind playing tricks on him, or was something more sinister at play?
I think it's just the wind. I don't know if you can hear that, but it sounds like someone moaning. I think it's just the wind going over tent.
For a moment, Gaz considered leaving, but convinced himself it was just his imagination. Settling back into his tent, exhaustion took over, and he drifted off, though not before one last eerie silence, as if something was watching. The next morning, with no further disturbances, the strange events of the night still lingered in his mind. What had he really heard out there? The questions remained unanswered. Unexplainable noises are eerie enough when you can't pinpoint their source. But imagine hearing a sound you recognize. A child's voice, pleading for help. What would you do? We're going to explore a chilling audio recording uploaded by a user named ForestFire21. In December 2014, they captured something truly disturbing in the woods behind their home. This audio was recorded around 2 a.m. on a cold winter night. The uploader noted that the eerie sounds came from deep within the forest, an area known for its isolation. Initially, you hear a child's voice shouting. Listeners later pointed out a quieter adult male voice, whispering, "Where are you?" alongside the child's cries. This male voice adds a sinister layer to the incident. What were these voices doing in the woods at that hour? And why were they in distress? The uploader mentioned checking the news daily afterward, seeking an explanation, but nothing surfaced. It's concerning that the uploader chose to record and upload the audio rather than calling the police, especially given the distressing nature of the voices. The eerie shrillness of the screams and the bizarre nature of the situation suggests something deeply unsettling. Unfortunately, we may never uncover the full story behind these chilling sounds. This makes it one of the most disturbing camping encounters ever caught on camera. What do you think truly happened that night? Let it know in the comments. If you find these 5 encounters unsettling, then brace yourself for what you're about to see next. This is one of the most disturbing encounters ever recorded. This is CJ Faisal, a popular YouTuber known for his fearless explorations into abandoned, haunted places. He spent countless nights in eerie locations, but on the night of November 30th, 2024, something happened that left him questioning everything. CJ sets out for an exploration in the notorious Pocomoke Forest, a place drenched in dark lore. This wasn't his first visit. In fact, he even owns an old, abandoned farmhouse deep within the forest, believed to be haunted. Tonight, he's determined to explore it once again.
This is my new camping van, y'all. I told you we were going to use this in some videos, and well, you know, here we are. So.
CJ parks his stealth van near the farmhouse. The full moon casts an eerie glow, perfect for a night filled with chills.
All right, everybody, you see it. That is a full moon right straight ahead. Only imagine what is going to happen tonight. Yeah, this is going to be a little sketchy. I can't lie, I'm nervous. Number 1, I'm nervous. Number 2, I'm freezing.
After preparing his bed, he grabs his gear and heads into the house. ready for another adventure.
Activity has been ramping up. What the hell is that? I'm like, is that my light in the reflection? Oh! What the fuck was that?
As CJ quietly investigates the house, a loud bang shatters the silence. Someone, or something, seems to be knocking on the window. He spins around but finds no one. He stays still, waiting, hoping he wouldn't encounter it anymore. But then, it happens.
Hello? Am I seeing myself in this reflection? Oh! What the f? Get the fuck out of here right now. Oh my gosh. Oh! Stupid ass thing.
A cabinet creaks open and something falls out. Could the house actually be haunted?
Back to the van I go.
Shaken, CJ decides he's had enough of the house and returns to his van, hoping for a peaceful night's sleep. But peace is far from what he gets. As he talks to his viewers, strange noises begin to surround the van.
I would like that plaque, like really, really bad, that 1 million plaque, and I think we can do this, so. What the fuck was that? Hello? Oh, fuck. My gun's in my truck.
CJ looks outside, but sees nothing. He convinces himself it's just animals or branches falling from the trees, trying to stay calm.
I don't recommend doing this at home.
Oh, the fuck!
Okay. Calm down, you dumb fuck. I'm under trees. I'm under trees. Oh. Damn.
A loud knock echoes from outside the van. Once again, CJ tries to brush it off, but the unsettling feeling remains.
You know what? I'm gonna lock these doors. All the doors are locked. I'm going to bed. Good night.
He locks the doors, hoping to get some sleep.
Oh! Fuck that. Okay, there's sticks landing on top of the van. Gosh damn it. Oh, fuck. The REM pod just went off. Can you touch that again?
Suddenly, a branch thuds against the roof, jarring CJ awake. His REM pod, a device used to detect paranormal activity, starts going off, indicating a presence near the van. Could there actually be something or someone outside?
I'm out. Literally, there's zero fucking chance I'm gonna be able to sleep here. Zero chance. Damn REM pod going off, noises, damn branches hitting the top of this fucking thing. Okay. I can't deal with this shit no more. There's no way I'm gonna be able to sleep. Okay, sorry. I'm turning it off. I don't even care. I'm cold, I want to go to sleep, I'm a little crotchety. It's around Christmas time, I'm about to be like the Grinch, so fuck off.
CJ realizes he can't sleep here with all these noises around his van. He decides to turn the REM pod off, and right as he tries, it goes off even louder, indicating there's an unseen presence close by. CJ apologizes and turns it off for his own peace.
Kiss my ass, bitch. Ah! I don't think that's a tree. I think that's paranormal. Oh my fucking gosh. If I fucking make it all the way through this night, I'd be the luckiest son of a bitch ever. I can't even pull this over my head. Oh.
Just when he switches off the REM pod and calls it a bitch, a loud knock is heard again on his van. Were these really branches falling from the tree? Or could it be a darker entity he accidentally tried to contact? He lays down quietly, hoping to fall asleep. And finally, exhaustion takes over, but not for long.
What the fuck? That's the fucking... Oh my fucking gosh. Okay. Oh my god.
The van's horn suddenly blares. The noise snaps him out of his daze. Startled and confused, he looks around but can't explain what set it off. It's clear. This night won't offer any rest.
Oh gosh, I am over it.
Frustrated and unnerved, CJ decides he's done. He jumps behind the wheel and drives away, leaving the haunted forest behind. As he speeds away from the Pokemoki forest, CJ is left haunted by one question. Were it really just branches falling, or did he make contact with a dark entity? What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. That's all for today, folks. If you want to see more of this creepy content, click on the video on screen.